So here we have our panel. It's a 16 by 32, 3-color LED display. It's actually kind of a piece of a video wall like you might see in New York City, Times Square, something like that. They chain hundreds of these together to make a large TV. We've also coupled that with a RF receiver. It's a momentary with a 4-button RF remote that can trigger each of these buttons, and it's to the back here with the Atmel 328 microcontroller. And it's just kind of wired in to pins 10, 11, 12, and 13 on the chip right there. And we've got our power supply. So if we plug it in, you'll see it light up. It's asking to set the max score. Max score doesn't really do anything at the moment. It's just there so we can trigger a win when one of the sides wins. Then you hold D, press D, and it'll go. And it needs a little bit more of a delay right there. I'm still working with there, but you can change colors on each side. As you can see, I have to get pretty close because the antenna is still coiled up right there on this receiver, so it's not receiving correctly. The antenna has to be pulled out, but I don't want to do that. So there you go. When you hit D, D actuates A and C, go up and down, and then you have A, B, C, and D. So on the one side, you've got A and C for left up and down, B and D for right up and down. So you've got there, and you go like that. And then it scores to 99. It just keeps kind of rolling over. And then, if we hit A and D at the same time, it will reset the score. And if we hit B and C, it goes back to the beginning. See, there's our homes. You can set your home color like that. And then that's it. It's pretty much just a basic scoreboard. I've still got some more features to add. I'm still working with it. I did add the 10-minute screen timeout. So if you don't press a button on the remote for 10 minutes, a red LED will come on the upper right corner. It'll blink for once every second, and then it will shut the display off. It'll clear it and blacken it out so that if you're running this on battery, it's not going to be a significant power draw while the while the screen is on and idle if you're not touching it or doing anything with it. Right now we can hit A and D, and that will reset the score, and then B and D will start it over. It's not a complete reset on the microcontroller. It's just going to basically rerun the setup function, so you can go back in any variable that's already been assigned a value. It's going to keep that value. We're not refreshing any of that when you do the reset. It makes it real easy just to go back in and adjust it. It also won't lose your score if you do that. So if you want to change, now it will score when you hit the buttons. That you can't really do anything about that. But if I want to change a color, right there, see, it'll keep the score. You're just going to have to kind of go back and put the score back. That's just because hitting both buttons at the same time, it's still going to trigger a score because it's actually looking for 2 buttons to be hit simultaneously. But there's a routine that runs for button B and button C as well as A and D, so that's what triggers the score. So if you're going to hit A and D at the same time, the likelihood is you're probably going to -1 from the visitor side and then add 1 to the home side as a result. But you just kind of have to remember that. See, and then if you do this, it probably added 1 actually by doing that. See, it took 1 away because I hit C, and it actually picked up on the C before it picked up on the dual button combination. Which is, I mean, you just reset the score, it's fine, or you can just hit 1 and take it up another notch. But, yep, that's pretty much it. Got a few more features to add, and I'll be posting more as it gets done. I just have to do the win routine, maybe a couple of little things, and we should be good. Thanks.